Yes.
Well, this is a bail matter. Now I have directed to release the matter on 15/5, May 15, my lord. Well, still then, my lord, the matter is not released.
Please give it.
My lord,
Please give the memo.
Pardon to mention, Lordship, tied up matter, Lordship. Deposit onwards.
Court number 11.
Appeals under section 17 against order of the authority officer under Odisha Special Courts Act 2006.
Okay. However, it is stated by Mr. Das that this matter has been assigned to court number 11. Right? Court number 11. Court number 11. List this matter before the assigned bench, indicating the name of Mr. Shriman Das, Learned and Senior Standing Counsel for the Vigilance Department in the cause list. Yes.
Obliged.
Item 7.
Appellant has been convicted under section 372N, 450 and 506 of the IPC and sentenced to RA for 10 years.
What is the operative part of the judgment?
Operative part, my lord, running page 26, my lord. At the bottom. And the sentences are next page. Page 2.
Okay, so maximum is 10 years, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hard admit, call for the trial court record. Interim applications for bail and sterilization of fines will be considered after receipt of the trial court record. Let the land counsel for the appellant supply the deposition copies of all the witnesses to the land counsel for the state in the meantime.
Item 8.
May please. Appellant is convicted under 20 BC of NDPS Act and sentenced for RI for 10 years and fine rupees 1 lakh.
Which
Appeal
is
memo
the
will be.
operative part?
Appeal memo not so.
Appeal memo not sought.
I'll
Sir, the land counsel for the state submitted that he has not received the copy. Why don't you give a copy so that it can be taken up tomorrow? It is in the
Yes.
weekly list. All right. Call this matter tomorrow. Okay.
Item 9.
May I please, Your Lordship, the appellant is convicted under section 8 of the POCSO Act for 3 years and a fine of 5,000 rupees, along with 354(8)(2) of the IPC.
Operative part?
So page, internal page 19 to page 26,
19.
19 of the judgment.
Running pages?
Running page is 26.
26. The maximum is 3 years, right?
3 years, my lord. And the appellant is on bail, my lord.
After conviction also,
So
you
he
will
is
be-
on bail, yes, my lord.
admit he was on bail during trial. After conviction also, he has been released on bail by the Learned Trial Court. Bail granted. Stay realization of fine.
Item 10.
Item 10, may it please your lordships. The appellant has been convicted under section 304 part 2 for a period of 7 years, my lords. My lords, I have given the certified copy of the deposition with a copy to my learned senior advocate.
Surprise.
Operative part is at page 63, my lords.
Let the record come, we'll see that. Have you
The-
given the
that's-
deposition copies?
Yes, my lords.
All right. Give
Copy has been served on the state, my lords.
admit call for the trial court report. Learning counsel for the appellant. Serve the deposition copies of the witnesses. Examine in the trial court to the learned counsel for the state in court. Take some time to go through the same. Raise this matter on 17th of July 2023. Learned counsel, the registered judicial shall intimate the learned trial court to email to send the trial court record immediately to this court in the meantime. Yes.
Deeply obliged, my lords. Deeply.
Item 11,
May I please, Your Lordship. Appellant in convicted on the section, my lord, 32 reduced 31D PC Act and my lord 471 of 420 IPC for the offense of 4 years, my
What is the
Page-
operative part of the judgment?
60, my lord, running page 60,
60.
my lord. And other quack is for
Just a minute. 6. You are Devendra Kumar Mahapatra. So the maximum sentence is 4 years, right?
4 years.
What did you say about the co-accused person?
Already released on copy.
Yes, Mr. Das.
Your Lordship have already admitted CRL number 701, 702, 703 on last Monday, 3 साथ. LCR has been called for.
All right. Hard admit. Call for the trial court record. Mr. Sanjay Kumar Das, Learned Standing Counsel for the Vigilance Department, is present. He submits that this criminal appeal is connected to CRLA number 701 of 2023, 702 of 2023, and 703 of 2023, which have all been admitted last week, and bail has been granted to the respective appellants. The trial court record has also been called for. Come to the IA, bail allowed. He was on bail. No, you are on bail.
Right.
He was on bail after conviction. He has been taken into custody. So bail granted, stay realization of fine. This matter be tagged to CRLA numbers. All the 4 will come together. And name of Mr. Das be reflected in the cause list henceforth. And
I'll find my appearance by the end of this month, my lord.
free copy of the order be handed over to the learned counsel, standing counsel, and he undertakes to file the appearance memo by end of this month. Yes.
May I pray, my lord. Certified in court should
Yes.
public.
item 12,
May I please, Your Lordship, my lord. The offense is under section 7 and 13 of the PC Act, my lord. Maximum conviction is 4 years, my lord. Operative person sentence part is page 15.
Page number
Page 58, my lord.
58.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. So it's 4 years, right?
Yes, my lord.
You are on bail during trial.
Yes, my lord. That is my kindly be glance to page
Mr.
18.
Das.
Yes, my lord. Yeah, he is in custody, my lord.
Now, oh, yes, of course, after conviction, he must have been taken into custody because
Yes,
it
my
is 4-year sentence. Admit Mr. Sanjay Kumar Das, understanding counsel for the Vigilance Department, is present. Is there any, is it sole appellant or any connected
Sole, my
appellant?
lord.
Sole appellant, my lord.
He was on bail, but after conviction, he was taken into custody. Bail granted, stay realization of fine. Free copy of the order be handed over to the Learned Standing Counsel for the Vigilance Department, whose name shall be reflected in the cause list henceforth. free copy of the, I will file the appearance memo by end of this month. Yes,
Obliged.
Arjun ko oblige me.
yeah.
Item 13,
May I plead? The appellant is convicted under section 304 part 2, my lord, operative part, my lord, page 30, my lord, 7 years conviction.
30.
Yes, my lord. Page 30, third part.
Okay. Part admit, call for the trial court record. Supply the deposition copies to the
Yes.
state land counsel for the appellant shall supply the deposition copies of all the prosecution witnesses to the land counsel for the state. Matter will listed. We commencing from 24th to July 2023.
Obliged.
item 14,
Mr. Das, these are the JCRL matters, and you give the list. All right, all the jail criminal appeals, delay condoned, and admit, call for the trial court record, counsel engaged, intimation be given to the concerned appellant about the engagement of the counsel. Yes.
item 21,
21. Mr. Gopal Agrawal is not. Mr. Patra, it is your matter. Is it appearing in the display board?
Then it may be taken up tomorrow, madam.
Just a minute. It's not reflected correctly.
Miller.
Yes. No, Mr. Agrawal is not there. I'm passing it over.
Tomorrow. Taken up tomorrow, madam. List for 2 days, madam. Taken up tomorrow.
Just a minute.
Miller.
Mr. Patra. So here the impugned order is dated 26/7/2017.
Miller.
So it's almost 6 years have passed.
Miller.
So what is the status of the said case?
Status, Miller. Till that, Miller.
He wanted that the case should be committed to the that PMLA court.
Yes,
because that one of the offenses under section 4 is there.
Yeah.
And there is a provision that if such offense is there and other offenses, so it should go to the, it should be committed. That word has been used. So, but for that we should know that what is the stage of this.
Stage, Miller, earlier, Miller, 1 year back, Miller, just 40 witnesses have been examined, Miller. But till that,
40.
40, 40.
Can you tell me what is the total number of witnesses?
Total. That instruction timing, I'll obtain.
Mr. Agrawal highlighted the provision under section 44(1)(c) of the PML Act. And it says that if the court which has taken the cognizance of the schedule offense is other than the special court under PML Act, which has taken cognizance on the of the complaint of the offense of money laundering under subsection B, then on an application filed by the authority authorized to file a complaint under the PML Act, the court has to commit the case relating to the schedule offense to the special court under PML Act. And the special court shall, on receipt of such case, proceed to deal with it from the stage at which it was committed. So now the case is proceeding in the court of OPID Act. Court. So he filed a petition before the presiding officer OPID court that in view of this provision 44(1)(c) it should be committed to the. So that was rejected. That is under challenge. So a detailed order was passed on 4/7/2022. But when the matter, it seems that when it came subsequently, you said that some witnesses have already been examined.
40 number of that time.
So better let a report be called for from the concerned court about the status of the case. How many witnesses have been examined? So
and total number of witnesses.
So take down the appellant, the Enforcement Directorate. I challenge the impugned order dated 26/7/2017 passed by the designated court under the OPID Act, Balasore, in city case number 4C/2015, in which prayer made by the appellant by filing an application under section 44(1)(c) of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002, in short PML Act, for passing an order to commit the case record to special court under the PML Act, Special Court Bhubaneswar, Khurda for trial, has been rejected. The Mr. G.P. Pathral and Special Counsel appearing for the state of Orissa in OPID Act matter submitted that he had taken instruction a year back that 40 witnesses,
yes, 40
witnesses already been examined, but is not able to say how many further witnesses have been examined in the meantime. And have you got a copy of what is the total number of witnesses?
That is not available.
And he has also no instruction as to what are the total number of witnesses as per the charge sheet. In view of such state of affairs, let a report be called for from the London designated court under the OPID Act, Balasore, in city case number 4C of 2015, as to this status of the trial. While submitting the status report, it should be specifically mentioned what are the total number of charge sheet witnesses and how many witnesses prosecution intend to examine and how many witnesses have already been examined. And within what period the learned court is expecting the trial to be concluded. Since it's a case of the year 2015, a copy of the order be communicated to the concerned court by the learned register judicial by email, and response will be also given to this court so as to reach on or before 18th of July 2023. Matter be listed in the week commencing from 24th July 2023.
$22.
Please, my lord. Madam, on behalf of Mr. Panda, my lords, he's at the sessions at the moment. I pray if the matter is taken up at 2 p.m., my lords.
Have you got any idea that at 2 p.m. there is election trial? Today at 2 p.m. there is election.
Next item before rising.
Tomorrow it will be checked. 11/7/20. Yes.
It's passed over to tomorrow, my lords.
It will be taken up tomorrow from this weekly list.
Madam.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
$23.
You have received the case record, Mr.
No.
Paso.
$24.
Lords, item would you kindly pass over?
Case record is there. All right, it will be taken up tomorrow from the weekly list.
24, madam.
11/7.
25 tomorrow.
23 is not there. Tomorrow you want it. All right. 11/7/2023.
25.
On the basis of the
Just a minute. You have received the case diary?
Let it tomorrow because case is a connected matter. Let it.
in the last occasion, your lordship remember for that reason the case was adjourned.
No, it will be taken up tomorrow. I mean. Yes.
26.
May please, Lords, my lord.
Please wait. The one call back.
After notice, I am appearing, my lord.
Okay. You have received the copies. You have received.
This is the second journey of the appeal.
Just a minute. You have received the case diary.
It is in another 5 minutes.
We'll take up this matter tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I have next all the witnesses.
So it's all right. Let him tell. Deposition.
I have annexed all the. In the meantime, the
Yes, yes.
Okay. So it will be called from the weekly list tomorrow, 11/7/2023. Yes.
मला फाईल बघलं ना
Please give with the Okalat.
Item 28.
Item 28, my lord. I filed a IA. IA for appropriate order, my lord. Since in jail custody, she is suffering kidney disease and a knee problem, my lord. And taken to hospital, my lord, from jail.
Have you supplied copy of the interim application?
Just
My
now.
lord, my lord. 15
So you
1515.
take instruction from the concerned jail superintendent, Mr.
Which jail?
Jail. Sambalpur.
Yes, it is sub jail
Sambalpur, my lord.
Sambalpur, right? Circle jail Sambalpur. Okay. IA number 1311 of 2023.
1515.
But that is not there. on
Data
record.
withdraw कर देते हैं.
So, Mr. Tripathi,
Yes, ma'am.
you have received the copy of IN number 1515.
Just now.
Okay, that's all right. IN number 1515 of 2023. There is an application for interim bail on the ground of ailment of the petitioner, who is stated to be suffering from kidney problem and his health condition is deteriorating day by day. Medical reports have been annexed to the interim application. Land Council for the state has received today copy of the interim application from the Land Council for the appellant and seek some time to obtain instruction through the concerned jail superintendent list this matter on 24th of July 2023.
Item 29.
May I please? Sub item, my lord.
A report was called for me in this case. The petitioner has gone in interim bail, not surrender.
That is item number 29, the first item.
Yes.
My lord. I am for BL bill number 6.
Just a minute. So, where is the report?
My lord, for first item, the council for the petition requested me to submit that 2 weeks time may be given to supply the surrender certificate.
Sorry. Yes. Why report has not come? The report was called for on 15/5 itself. And the registered judicial is supposed to receive it and place it in court record. So it will be taken up tomorrow. Ask the registered judicial to verify why it has not come. It will be called tomorrow.
Well, I am for sub item.
It's all right. Both the matter will be taken up tomorrow. Yes.
Item 30.
May I please, Your Lordship? In this case, Your Lordship, pursuant an affidavit filed by the father of the petitioner, Satyaranjan Hota, and father-in-law of Pallavi Hota, the Lordship has directed by the order dated 14/3/2023 to deposit a sum of rupees 15 lakhs, Your Lordship, the OPID court, Your Lordship.
Which order?
14/3/2023, Your Lordship.
It's a OPID Act matter. So, Mr. Patra, so you have complied the order?
No, my lord, he has failed, Your Lordship, but in the meantime, he has only arrested 8 lakhs, Your Lordship.
Deposit.
Because he is a retired person, Your Lordship, the deponent, Your Lordship, is a father. And both husband and wife are inside the jail custody since more than 1 year, Your Lordship. Satyaranjan Hota since 14.
How much amount you have taken from?
5 crores 14 lakhs 31,700. 5 crores 14 lakhs 31,700.
So,
and in the affidavit, Your Lordship, I have undertaken that I will deposit the entire amount within a period of 1 year, Your Lordship.
When you have taken 5 crores of rupees and you are unable to deposit even 15 lakhs.
So, both the persons, husband and wife, both are accused, Your Lordship. They are inside the jail custody. So they are unable to contact with the people. That is a whole difficulty. And the father is a retired employee, Your Lordship. So it is, in the meantime, he has only arranged 8 lakhs rupees, Your Lordship. That is a whole difficulty, Your Lordship.
What is the total amount so far as this petitioner's
Total
liability?
amount, my lord. As
Petitioner's
per our investigation, 5 crore 24 lakh 36,700.
5 crore 24 lakhs
36,700. Keeping investigation open.
And as for the allegation, Your Lordship, the Pallavi Hota alias Misra has taken 11 lakhs only in her own account. And she has only 10% or 20% stake in the company.
What assurance they have given to the public and collected such huge amount?
As per the allegation, Your Lordship, they are supposed to invest the money in the share market, and by getting the return, they will return certain amount of money with them
with high interest, my lord.
High interest, Your Lordship.
Yes,
that is the allegation.
Are the learned counsel for the petitioner and counsel for the state? And Mr. J.P. Patra, learned special counsel for the state of Odisha. You are for the informant and the learned counsel for the informant. The learned counsel for the petitioner submitted common order that this Satya Ranjan Hota is the husband of this
Pallavi Hota, alias
yes,
Misra.
husband.
That the petitioner Satya Ranjan Hota is the husband of the petitioner Pallavi Misra alias Pallavi Hota. And both of them are in judicial custody since what is the date?
Since 5/5/2022, as far as Pallavi Hota is
No,
concerned.
Pallavi is 5/5/22.
As far as Pallavi is concerned. Then 14/3.
3 is person number 2.
No, this Satyanarayan Ranjan.
14/3/22.
14/3/22.
The petitioner Satyaranjan Hota is in judicial custody since What is the date?
14/3/22
14/3/2022. And petitioner
5/5/22
Pallavi Hota is in judicial custody since 5/5/2022.
Miller.
And they have been charge sheeted under section 420, 406, 467, 468, 471, 120B 506 by 34 of the Indian Penal Code, and section 456 of the Price Money Circulation Vanning Act 1978 and section 6 of the OPID Act. And the investigation has been kept open. This FIR story is narrated in this rejection order. Page number is prosecution case as per the FIR is what take down thereafter. The land council for the state submitted that the total amount that has been collected from the depositors giving false assurance is rupees 5 crores 24 lakhs and 36,700.
36,700.
And when the matter was taken up on, when there was a direction to deposit that amount,
14/3.
huh?
14/3, my lord.
When the matter was taken up on 14/3/2023, after going through the affidavit filed by the father-in-law of the petitioner Pallavi Mishra, this court directed the petitioner to deposit a sum of rupees 15 lakhs before the London presiding officer designated court, OPID Act, Cuttack. The said amount has not yet been deposited. The Land Council for the petitioner submitted that petitioners can at best deposit a sum of rupees 8 lakhs before the London trial court. And once they are released on bail, they will try to arrange the money and make further deposit. The Land Council for the state as well as Land Council for the informant oppose the prayer for bail. Considering the submission made by the Land Council for the respective parties, the huge amount collected from the innocent persons giving false assurance, and since it's an economic offense which has far-reaching impact on the society, and available materials on record, I'm not inclined to release the petitioners on bail. Stands rejected.
Item 31.
Last occasion you have submitted the property details, my lord. State was directed to take instruction regard to that.
Yes, what is your instruction, Mr.?
Let it come next week, Miller.
There was a direction on 2/5/2023 when he submitted that
Affidavit.
correspondence has been made by Superintendent of Police Ganjam with the Superintendent of Police of Hathras in the state of Uttar Pradesh for verification of the address of the petitioner as given in the cause title of the bail application, but no response has been received from the other side. And I asked the Superintendent of Police to file an affidavit, and you said that
Excise.
the Superintendent of Excise Berhampur shall file an affidavit
Yes.
as
he has
per order
already
dated
filed.
2/5/2023.
He has already filed that.
So what is his affidavit? What he has stated in his affidavit?
After receiving letter from us, he has duly communicated by letter number so and so and letter number so and so dated 12/22 to your deputy commissioner executive. Yes. SP has made two correspondence, Milan, to SP Police Hathras to furnish correct address, but till date he has not answering it, responding it.
All right, you give the names, address, and documents of two local sureties.
Already given, well.
I have received. I
Already
will take
given.
instruction.
What instruction you have received?
I have not received any instruction.
Get
I
the
will
instruction. I'll
Next
quote this affidavit and then pass necessary order. The Learned Council for the peruse the affidavit dated 23/6/2023 filed by the Superintendent of Excise Berhampur pursuant to the order dated 2/5/2023. From which it appears that in spite of repeated communication made to the Superintendent of Police Hathras to furnish correctness of the address of the petitioner, no report has been received. Thus, it is apparent that in spite of sufficient time given to the Land Council for the state to verify whether the address furnished by the petitioner in the cause title is correct or not, the same has not been done. This is a very sorry state of affair. The petitioner, Land Council for the petitioner, has already furnished the names, address, and documents of two local sureties to the Land Council for the state, wants to obtain instruction on the authenticity of the documents supplied, as well as the willingness of the bailers to take the petitioner on bail. Matter will state in the week commencing from 24th of July 2023. ऊपर लिखिए, this is an offense under section 20B2C of this one. So a copy of this order be communicated to the Chief Secretary of State of Orissa by the Registrar General during course of the day. Yes.
Item 32.
May I please, Lordship? My lord, petitioner has not availed the interim till now, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, petitioner has not availed the interim order, my lord, till now, due to other case pending, my lord. One case is pending.
What is the report? Now, what do you want?
My lord, extension of time, my lord.
What extension?
My lord, one month time is allowed for the interim application, my lord. He has not applied, my lord. From the date of release, he has not released till now.
So, what extension you want?
So adjourn the matter, my lord.
No, it cannot be kept for indefinite period. You are granted interim bail, you have not availed. Either argue the matter on merit or I'll dismiss it. 2022 bail matter application cannot be kept pending.
My lord, one case is only pending, my lord. This week it will be listed, my lord.
There are, in this item number 32, the petitioner, it appears seven cases are there.
My lord, total 18 cases, but he has been released on 17 cases. So one case is pending before the Honorable Justice D. Das, my lord. This week it will be listed. Thereafter, you will get the interim, avail the interim application.
No. What is this? What is then the 7 cases, 7 bail applications pending? There are 7 bail applications which are tagged, and it is in item number 32. So if you have been released, if you have got 18 cases against you, and in 17 cases you have been released on bail, then why these so many bail applications are pending?
My lord, one case, my lord, pending. One bail application.
For one case, you have filed 8 bail applications.
No, my lord. Out of 18 cases, 17 cases, he has been released on bail, my lord.
Are you not
but in
following?
for one case, my lord, he is not released outside, my lord.
Mr. Counsel, if out of 18 cases, in 17 you have released on bail, then why 8 bail applications are pending before me now?
My lord, this is interim, my lord. In the interim, 7 cases, but in bail, 11 cases, 10 cases. One case is pending. After getting that case, you will release on bail in this case on interim bail.
Are you interested to move the bail application today, or I'll dispose of all the applications?
Well, let's keep it in tomorrow, my lord. Physical move.
You have received the case diary?
Yes.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
33.
Yes, you have received the case diary, Mr.
Yes, Lord. There is prisoner petition.
That is in respect of the one accused only. I am appealing for that. My learned senior will argue matter. Only that is in respect of Nila Pangi, my lord. So far the prisoner petition is concerned.
No, now in this bail application,
my lord,
there are 4 petitioners.
my lord.
So You are appearing for whom?
Only for Nilopangi, my lord. Petition number 1, my lord.
Petition number 1.
My lord, senior will appeal.
Mr. Panda, you are appearing for the rest 3.
My lord.
So, what is the date of custody?
All the petitioner custody 16/1/2022, my lord. Deceased is Trinath Khilo.
Just. Trinath?
Deceased Trinath Khilo.
What is the date of occurrence?
Date of occurrence is 14/1/2022 at about 7 p.m. 15/1/2022.
Charge sheet submitted under section
302/201, 120B by 34 IPC.
Eyewitnesses are there.
My lord, wife of the deceased, Padma Khilo.
What is her name?
Padma Khilo, my lord.
What she has stated?
May I please, my lord? ଗତ ତା 15/1/82 ଆପଣ ଆଜକୁ ପ୍ରାୟ 4 ବର୍ଷ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ମୁଁ ମୋର ପରିବାର ସହିତ ମାଓବାଦୀ ଧମକ ଦେବାରୁ ଚିତ୍ରକୁଣ୍ଡାରେ ରହୁଥିଲୁ। ମଝିରେ ମଝିରେ ଆମେ ଗ୍ରାମକୁ ଆସୁ। ଗତକାଲି ତା 14/1/82 ଅପରାହ୍ନ ପ୍ରାୟ 3 ଘଣ୍ଟିଆ ସମୟରେ ମୁଁ ମୋର ସ୍ୱାମୀ ତ୍ରିନାଥ ଖିଲୋଙ୍କ ସହିତ ପଲାଶପଦରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିଲୁ। ଗତକାଲି ସନ୍ଧ୍ୟା ପ୍ରାୟ 7 ଘଣ୍ଟିଆ ସମୟରେ ମୋର ସ୍ୱାମୀ ଆମର ଘର ପାଖରେ ବସିଥିବା ସମୟରେ ଆମ ଗ୍ରାମର ଗଙ୍ଗାଧର ଖିଲ, ସାଇବ ହନ୍ତାଳ, ଖଗଖୋରା, ମୂର୍ତ୍ତି ଖିଲ, ଡମ୍ବୁର ଡୁମ୍ବାରୀ, ପେଜିଦମା ଗ୍ରାମର ଭଗବାନ କାମୀ, ନୀଳପାଙ୍ଗି ଓ କୁସୁପୁଟ ଗ୍ରାମର ଶିବ ହନ୍ତାଳ ମୋର ସ୍ୱାମୀ ପାଖକୁ ଆସି ଜମି ଜମା ବିଷୟରେ ଝଗଡ଼ା କଲେ। ପରେ ଭଗବାନ ପାଙ୍ଗି ମୋର ସ୍ୱାମୀକୁ ମୁଣ୍ଡରେ ପଛପଟେ ଏକ ଟାଙ୍ଗିଆରେ ଚୋଟ ଦେବାରୁ ସେ ରକ୍ତସ୍ରାବ ହୋଇ ତଳେ ପଡ଼ି ଛଟପଟ ହେଲେ ଏବଂ ଅନ୍ୟ 7 ଜଣ ପଥର ଓ ବିଧାରେ ପିଟି ପିଟି ମାରିଦେଲେ। ସେମାନେ ମୋ ସ୍ୱାମୀକି ନିକଟରେ
Who first assaulted?
ଭଗବାନ ପାଙ୍ଗି. He is not the petitioner.
What is the weapon he used?
Tangier.
And the portion of the body assaulted?
ପଥର ଏବଂ ବିଧାରେ.
No. Tangi is the weapon.
ମୁଣ୍ଡର ପଛପଟେ. ଟାଙ୍ଗିଆରେ ମୁଣ୍ଡର ପିଛ ଭଗବାନ ପାଙ୍ଗି ଆସନ୍ତି। ଅନ୍ୟ 7 ଜଣ ପଥର ଓ ବିଧାରେ।
Total number of accused is 8.
No, total, I pardon. Total number of accused charge sheet is 9. FIR against 8%.
No, the statement which you just now read, he said that one person assaulted by means of a tangia. The rest 7 persons assaulted by stone and fist blows. Right? So, what is the PM report, Mr.?
PM report, my lord. Cause of the death is due to circulatory failure arising out of massive hemorrhage to chest cavity and cranium may be caused by hard and blunt weapon. And 3 accused persons have been granted bail, similarly footing. I have annexed the bail orders.
Page number?
Page 17, Gangadhar Khilo.
Head is found to be absent, below. There is no head.
That in respect of Bhagwan Pankaj.
Just a minute. No. These petitioners, this is the first application or earlier you came?
My lord, I may pardon.
These petitioners came first. So this have I dealt with earlier?
No, my lord.
Then it has to go to the bench which has passed the bail order as per the guideline. It appears, Lakundu, that co-accused persons have been granted bail by this court in BLAPL number 4526 of 2022 as per order dated 16/11/2022 by coordinate bench. That is the only order that is.
No, I would achieve. Annexure 2.
Okay, and also in BLAPL number 4122 by 2022 as per order dated 31/10/2022.
My
In view of give that guideline, it says that it has to go to that bench. Okay.
Lord, I
Place
beg
this
pardon.
matter before the assigned bench.
Yes, if possible, this week.
Yes, yes, sir. I'll pass the just sign the order today.
What? Oh, yes.
Item 34.
May plus. Your matter, the petitioner is in custody since 1/12/2020.
You have received the case diary?
Yes, then received or he has directed to serve deposition copy. He has not served.
No, sir, that's
When there was a direction.
no direction.
That is in the note, Miller. 34 though. Copy of deposition not
And then
received.
order.
I couldn't find any.
Yes, एक है तीन.
On the prayer of the land council, yes, on the prayer of the land council for the petitioner, list this matter on so to enable him to place on record the copy of deposition. So you submitted before the court.
Examination, right?
What is the present position? What is the offense under section
302? 2 to 3 witnesses, official witness seizure, they have been examined.
Let me then
Good
get
morning,
this
I got
status report. You are in custody since when?
1/12/2020.
In spite of the order dated 1/3/2023, the Land Council for the petitioner has not produced the deposition copies of the witnesses examined in the trial court, nor furnished the same to the Land Council for the state. He submitted that he has instruction that 2 to 3 official witnesses have only been examined in the trial court, and the petitioner is in judicial custody since Kebeto
1/12/2020.
1/12/2020. 2020.
Yes.
In view of such submission, let a status report be called for from the London Trial Court, that is Third Additional Session Judge Balasur in ST case number 111 of 2021. While submitting the status report, the Land Council for the London Trial Court shall send the deposition copies of all the witnesses examined so far, on receipt of which a set of deposition be handed over to the Land Council for the state as well as to the Land Council for the petitioner. File be placed before the registered judicial, and status report be furnished along with depositions by 18th of July 2023. Matter be listed on 24th July 2023.
Okay.
Item 35.
None appears for the appellant. Peruse the report furnished by the London Trial Court, which indicates that after availing the interim bail period of 1 month, the petitioner, the appellant, has surrendered at right time, and he has been recommitted to Circle Jail, Barampur, Yes, next.
Item 36.
May I please, Your Lordship? That the appellant is convicted and sentenced to RI for 10 years and fine. That fine of rupees 10,000.
Have you supplied deposition copies?
Yes, ma'am.
Earlier, Your Lordship.
What is the report dated?
The report dated 11/5.
11/5/2023. 8 years.
1 month, 17 days.
And what sentence has been imposed by the London Trial Court?
Including all the offenses, it is 13 years.
Just a minute, please. What is the operative part of the judgment?
That is page 80 of the judgment. Sorry, the running page 80, internal page 63.
This appellant name is Bangali Charan Jena.
Yes, ma'am.
He is the sole appellant here.
No. Another 4 appellants are there.
In this particular appeal, he is the sole appellant.
Yes,
That I am telling.
Yes.
So this page number is 60.
63 internal and running page 80.
Okay, running page is 80. Yes, Bangali Charan Jena,
Yes.
right?
Sentenced to undergo RI for 4 years and to pay fine of 9 lakh in default.
Just Mr. Bahari, just 4, then 4 years, so and so. Okay. Then 1,415. 5.6. 6.6. 7.6. 11.6. 12.6. It is 13 years. 13 years, out of which he has already undergone
8 years.
8 years. You have obtained instant judgment. Now it is 8 years, 3 months. And he is a man from
Baripada. And his old person.
Native village is Kendrapada.
73 years old.
All right. Heard the London Council for the petitioner and counsel for the state. Mr. Bahali for the petitioner and counsel for the state. What modification you have filed for order dated 21/2/2022? What is that?
The oblique modification clarification that 389 I have filed. Your Lordship directed to take instruction to whether he will deposit the amount or not.
Just a minute. Let me see that. So you deposited 1,50,000.
Yes. Yes. And but the stay of realization of fine is already there. This honorable court state the realization of fine.
When you have deposited 1,50,000.
That I have no instruction.
An order was passed on 27/1/2023 by coordinate bench on the basis of an affidavit filed by the petitioner to deposit a sum of rupees 1,50,000 in the court below within a week, and the remaining amount to be paid in installment beginning from 15 to 2023. When a query is made to the Land and Council for the petitioner as to whether such amount has been deposited as per the order dated 27/1/2023, and if so, what is the total amount deposited, the Land Council for the petitioner didn't give a clear picture. Let a report be called for from the Land and Chief Judicial Magistrate Mayurbanj Baripada in GR case number 1239 of 2014 as to whether the appellant Bengali Charan Jena has made any deposit pursuant to the order of this court. Report to that effect be furnished while the order be communicated to the registered judicial by the registered judicial so and so, and a report to be furnished by 18th of July 2023. Matter to be listed on 24th July 2023. Prior to that, you just write down the Land and Council for the state submitted that he has received the custody certificate dated 11/5/2023, from which it appears that the appellant has remained in custody for 8 years, 1 month, and 17 days. Then you write down. Yes, next case.
My lord, may I pray, my lord, a medical report may be also called for. Medical report of the petitioner, because he is a old person suffering from all the ailments. He could not move himself also.
The Land and Council for the state shall also obtain in the meantime the health condition report through the concerned jail superintendent. Free copy of the order be handed over to the Land and Council for the state. Yes.
My lord, there is a sub item, my lord, in that. (35 of 2021, my lord. (38, my lord.
Yes.
Come with.
It will come along with on that 24th. Yes. Next.
Item 39.
May I please, Lordship? Yes, my lord. Conviction under section 370D, my lord. The 360 Act was there, that has been acquitted from the 360 Act, my lord. And the
You have
appellant,
supplied the deposition
my lord,
copies. What is the operative part of the judgment?
page 18, my lord, paragraph 18 of the judgment, my lord.
Page number?
Going to that, my lord. Page number.
Yeah, which one?
Serial number 760.
No, it's a prisoner's petition has been received for engaging him.
Oh.
So,
Our name will be
right, that you can say. Period the prisoner's petition at flag Y for engagement of Mr. Niranjan Panda as his advocate. You have filed your Okalafnama?
Yes.
Okalafnama sheet verified.
5/5/2023. Okay.
Mr. Panda has already filed Wakalatnama. The name of Mr. Amit Prasad Bose and his associates shall not be reflected in the cause list henceforth. So it's a case of
NDPS.
commercial quantity.
Yes, commercial quantity. And the imprisonment is 10 years, 1 lakh rupees fine. And he is also in custody since my lord 4/8/2019.
So you have not undergone half of the sentence.
No.
So wait for some time.
Only my lord, because he is also suffering the semi-paralysis. Only sometimes the interim relief.
I'll file an interim application to that effect. Let this main application be kept pending. If you want interim bail, file an specific interim application so that instruction can be taken. The land counsel for the appellant submits that the appellant is in judicial custody since 4/8/2019 and his health condition is not good. Let the land counsel for the state obtain instruction about the health condition of the appellant from the concerned jail superintendent. List this matter, give it 8 years. Pre-copy of the order be handed over to the land counsel for the state.
Item 41.
May I please, your lordship? My lord, may kindly see order number 9, order dated 25/7/2022. And my lord, the conviction is on section 21B of the NDPS Act. My lord, while considering the bail application, was pleased to reject the same by order number 9.
Yes.
The contraband article is less than the commercial quantity, but higher than the small quantity. Well, after rejection of the bail application, the petitioner approached the Honorable Supreme Court, and the Honorable Supreme Court also confirmed your lordship's order, but granted liberty to move an application for early hearing of the appeal. But in pursuant to the liberty granted, I have filed IN number 1382 of 23.
No, I have said that you are at liberty to renew the prayer after serving
yes.
half of the substantive
Yes,
sentence.
yes,
So you have been sentenced to undergo RI for 11 years.
11 years. My lord.
So
although the higher punishment on section 21B is 10 years, my lord. That is also reflected in your lordship's order, my lord. My only prayer, my lord, let the matter be added to the hearing list, my lord. But the bail was rejected because he had another criminal antecedent while he was bail in this matter. On section 21B, maximum punishment is 10 years, my lord. 85 grams of heroin.
Oh, you have another brown sugar case.
Yes, my
All
lord.
right, that
Similar,
is
therefore
right.
your lordship rejected the bail application.
So, what is the order of the Honorable Supreme Court?
Well, at IN number 1382 of 2023, I have annexed it, and it has also perhaps communicated to the Honorable Court.
Just let me see that. Kainaito 1384.
1382, that is for early hearing, my lord.
1382 or 84?
Now, 1382 is for early hearing, and 1384 is for reconsideration of the bail out and suspension of the sentence.
Just a minute.
So in 1382, I have enclosed the copy of the
Right,
order.
right. You are. Paper book has been prepared. That's all right. It is to be added to the, but if we will take off 2022 criminal appeals and older appeals where the accused persons are in custody, that is all right. Period the order passed by the Honorable Supreme Court dated 10/4/2023 in SLP criminal number so and so. Since paper book has already been prepared, matter be added to the hearing list. We commencing from 24th July 2023.
Obliged.
IA is disposed of this 1382 order tapasala. তারপরে দেখি হ্যাঁ দেখিনি অফেন্স को দেখিনি
Deeply obliged.
Item 42.
That is a co-accused who has been
Yes,
convicted.
yes.
Mr. Pandal and counsel for the appellant submits that one co-accused who's faced trial along with the appellant has filed a separate criminal appeal bearing CRLA number
616 of 2022.
that has been admitted.
Yes, admitted shall call for
616 of 2022, and this matter may be tagged to the same and be listed next week. List this
deposition
matter.
copy. Deposition copy.
List this matter on 17/7/2023 along with CRLA number so and so. Land counsel for the appellant shall supply the deposition copies of all the witnesses to the land counsel for the state in the meantime.
Obliged.
ଗୋଟେ nomination ଦେଖେଇବାର ଅଛି।
Yeah, then you can go.
ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରିୟଦର୍ଶନ ପାଭେଲର nomination ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ। ଦେଖିଲେ ତ?
Okay.
This is the only set of nomination paper filed by Priyadarsan Pavel on 29/3/2019 before you at 2:03 p.m.
Okay.
which you have serially numbered as 01/LA/2019, which is ଗଣି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଟିକେ 37 seats in total.
No, what is the relevancy of this?
Yes. The question before your lordship is that he has not scrutinized the nomination papers of all the candidates in equal standard. And he has shown favoritism to respondent Muhammad Mokim and has not pointed out the defects in his nomination. If all the nomination papers, therefore, it is essentially required for your lordship to examine this part.
No, here the dispute is between, we are on a
Only
issue.
one.
No, the issue is that whether the Mokim's nomination paper was in order or not.
Yes.
Whether there was any defect, whether he has omitted certain things, whether he was required to give some information which he has suppressed. Suppose in that election, 10-20 candidates were contesting and they give their nomination paper, they have lost their election. So why their nomination paper is to be brought on record? For what purpose?
Your lordship is to judge and scrutinize.
You are proving the election paper of the election petitioner. That's a different matter. It's all right. That election petitioner's nomination paper you proved on that day, 2 dates you took, I didn't object. But what is the XYZ? So many candidates have now. That is not the issue here. It will unnecessarily, if you go on exhibiting all those documents of all the candidates, then it will just linger the proceeding. No, that can be one. Mr. Devasi Samantrai's nomination paper is there. You have proved 4 sets of nomination paper. I did not object because it, of course, the objection was raised. But I say that all right, let it go on record because he is the election petitioner. He may say that different type of standard has been, or whether same standard has been. That, but that is not that for other candidates. I think that 10 or 11 persons filed nomination paper. You will now. You will now prove all the nomination papers and each page.
Total nomination 11 टा so valid not aru ଆଉ 3ଟା ମାତ୍ର
So no, just if you want to mark, I will just mark those nominations. That's all. So this is the nomination paper of that Mr. Okay, keep all the what is the exhibit now?
Exhibit DP.
This is the nomination paper of candidate Priyadarshan
Pavel, bearing serial number 01.
Not necessary. That will be there in that.
That is exhibit DP.
Namely, Priyadarshan Waghel. Marked as
exhibit DP.
Yes, other nomination paper.
Affidavit in form 26 is a DP by 1.
Dated 23/9/2019. Affidavit in form 26 dated 29/3/19.
2019.
Again. Checklist.
Defects thila boli.
It's all right. Don't go to the details.
खाली mark कर जान.
DP by 2.
2.
Checklist of documents. In connection with filing of nomination.
It's all right. Checklist is checklist. Is marked as Marked as exhibit
DP by
DP by
2.
2. Yes, next.
Next is
Revised affidavit.
revised affidavit DP exhibit DP by 3.
Yes.
Our checklist for revised affidavit
Exhibit DP by 4.
DP by 4.
It's all right. Next.
Acha.
Next nomination
ଆଉ
paper.
ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି
এইটা maybe marked with objection as
Ah,
being
the,
irrelevant.
ସବୁ mark
all the नहीं all the ना लेकिन exhibit D DP कर दियो DP comma DP by 1 DP by 2 DP by 3 and DP by 4 are marked with objection.
ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି DP by 5. Decision of the returning officer
अच्छा, सही
holding
लगा।
it valid.
And decision of the returning officer
ଆଜ୍ଞା
marked as DP by 5.
all are with objection.
All are marked with objection.
Objection as being
As
being
yes, what is the
irrelevant,
ground?
as being irrelevant and without pleading
As
and no issue.
as these documents are irrelevant, as on the ground that these documents are irrelevant, and there is absence of issues.
Issues and pleadings.
Pleading. All right, next.
Obliged.
Then next paragraph.
44.
Nomination of Sital Kinnar.
तेरा कॉपी करी पेस्ट कर दियो तादर जोटा कॉमन थी वो नहीं जो This is the nomination paper of
Sital Kinnar dated 2/4/2019.
Sital SITL na SHE
SEETAL KINNER.
हाँ ठीक है जी marked as exhibit
DQ
affidavit in form 26 dated
ନାଇଁ ସେଟାରେ ଅଛି ନାଇଁ ସେଟା ହଉଛି ତାର ଯୋଉ ପାର୍ଟ 4 ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ସେଟା ହଉଛି DQ by 1.
अच्छा
4 seats ନାଇଁ 4 seats ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ.
This is the nomination paper of the candidate.
Form 2B.
In form to be कर दो. This is the nomination paper in no, this is the nomination paper of the candidate, namely so and so, in form to be
Again.
marked as exhibit DQ.
Again.
Huh?
So entire box का DQ.
हाँ.
Nomination paper in form 2B का 4 6 सेटा का DQ.
अच्छा से it entire का ठीक है नहीं.
So nomination sets. This is the nomination papers कर देंगे. Of the candidate name is Sital Kinnar is marked as exhibit DQ. Sital Kinnar परे करूँ Sital Kinnar परे आसन रहेंगे. Is marked as exhibit DQ. And the nomination paper in form 2B is marked as DQ by 1.
The nomination has been accepted as valid as there was no substantial defect.
DQ by 1. The nomination has been accepted as valid as there is no substantial
defect.
This sentence will have to
stop. The DQ परे 1 परे stop दे दियो उनको. और D to start from the sentence टाको. The
Number 45.
सेटा जोड़ा हो गया सेटा जोड़ी दियंतु the nomination has been accepted माने ता nomination टाको भी valid हेछि तो जो सेटा से sentence तो सेठी जोड़ी दियंतु last sentence টা নিয়ম তো আগে 44 র last sentence টা নিয়ম the nomination has been accepted as valid
last sentence down they give one boy again
କପି କରି ନିଅନ୍ତୁ ସେଠୁ କପି କରି ନିଅନ୍ତୁ କପି କଲେ ତାପରେ ଉପରକୁ ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ସେଟା ଛାଡ଼ନ୍ତୁ ତାକୁ ଆସନ୍ତୁନି ଆগে ହଁ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଉପରକୁ ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ
BP5 ପରେ BP5 ପରେ stop ଦେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ନା ତା ପୂର୍ବରୁ BP5 ଦେଖ ବ୍ରାକେଟ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଯୋଉଟା ଅଛି ହଁ
ତାପରେ ପରେ DP5 ପରେ stop ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ହଁ ସେଟା ପେଷ୍ଟ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ବାସ୍ ହେଲା
Paragraph 45. Nomination paper in Form 2B of Hemanta Behera.
Here, my lord, in paragraph 44 also my objection will record.
हाँ इधर देखो हाँ the से जो exhibit ता देरे DQ करूँ तो और DQ by 1 अन्नोड़ा कर दियो बस अल्लाह और मार्क ठीक नहीं 45 sir
15.
This is the
serial number 15 LA 2019 Hemanta Behera.
तार valid ही थला ना
Valid.
This is the nomination from candidate namely Hemanta Behera marked as exhibit
DR. তারপরে this has been held valid.
अच्छा nomination paper in form to be mark करिवे DR by 1 तले
DR by 1
nomination has been accepted as valid
ଆଉ
ସେଇଟା ଲାଗି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ DR and DR by 1
as there was no substantial defect.
Sir.
Paragraph 46. Mark कर दिया
DR टाକୁ ଯୋଉ ଲଗେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ DR ଟା ଗ୍ୟାପ ହେଇଯାଇଛି ହଁ ସେଇଠୁ ଲଗେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
ହେଲା ମାର୍କ କରିଦେଲ ତ Paragraph 46. हाँ serial number 17 candidate name Vishwanath Rao.
valid तो sir
आया total 21 seat marked as exhibit DS.
DRS हाँ ठीक है जी
Form 2B is marked as DS by 1.
हाँ ठीक
No, the same was found valid.
Sir सेटा रही sir
as there is no substantial defect.
That's already accepted as valid as there is accepted how है ना by me कर दें
Paragraph 47.
नहीं
Nomination paper of Sheikh Muntakim Box. Serial number 19. DT.
Spelling that ये देखो this is the nomination paper of the candidate namely
Sheikh Muntakim
SKM
SHA
SHAIKH.
Sir
Muntakim MUNTA QEEM box BUKSH
देखिए तुमसे मना स्पेलिंग ठीक रहला
आगे
Nomination serial.
MUNN
Nomination serial 19.
हाँ सर मार्क हो इटा DT और से जो nomination paper form to be टा DT by 1 sir
Part 5 decision.
हाँ सर वही गला मार्क वैलिड भी लिखा है
decision टा अलगा थिला सेटा हम DT by 2 हो
हाँ
अच्छा जोटा कोटा decision में
my decision nomination paper form to DT by 1 my decision and my decision
हाँ
appearing under part 5 of Form 2B is marked as DT by 2 होगा
DT by 2 এটি আউট টু DT এর জোড়া সেটি ঠিক and DT by 2
Muntakim box as there was no substantial difference.
next
তারপরে paragraph 48
so copy করুন paste করুন
nomination paper of Joy Shankar Acharya.
already marked it la main
spelling
serial number 27
spelling টি করুন spelling টা দিয়ে দেখি দিଅନ୍ତୁ
ଜୟ ଶଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଲାଗିକି ଅଛି ଗୋଟେ
ହଁ
ଜୟ ଶଙ୍କର
ঠিক ହେଲା
ଛାଡି
s টা ক্যাপিটাল হবো দাও শঙ্কর আচার্য
ଏଚ୍ ନାହିଁ
আচ্ছা খালি h টা কাটি দিও শঙ্কর আচার্য মার্কটা
already marked
আচ্ছা মার্ক
and accepted
which
AR
which has already already ওটা word use করো which has already been marked as AR nomination paper in form to be marked ହେଇଛି
again
তাহলে AR by 1
নয় এটা টোটালটা ହେଇଛି exhibit AR
ତାପରେ
as there was no substantial defect
ତା ଉପରକୁ ଉଠେଇ
ଶ୍ରୀରାମ ପାଣ୍ଡେ ଆସିଲା
ଅଛି ତ ସବୁଠି ହବ
nomination paper ଟାକୁ କରିଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି nomination paper ଟାକୁ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ AR by 1
ନାଇଁ ସେଟା ଠିକ ଅଛି this is the sir ଆଉ ଥରେ sentence ଟା ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ this is the nomination papers of the candidate namely Jaya Shankar Acharya which has already been marked as exhibit AR हाँ stop कर दे सेटा ये करिबन तो nomination paper दरकार नहीं
nomination paper in form 2B
हाँ मार्क ऑलरेडी ହେଇଛି ନା ନାଇଁ ହବ ଅବିକା ତାହେଲେ
AR by I କରିଦେ
AR by
I capital I এই जो सॉरी स्मॉल I
italic I
ब्रैकेट
हाँ रमन आई ब्रैकेट का सेटा काट दे अच्छा डिसीजन किसी मार्क करिबे ना काटी दो decision appearing in part 5 of form to be is marked as DT फिर आओ जी AR हो exhibit AR by Roman 2
ब्रैकेट ऑलरेडी
है जी अच्छा तो already marked as which has already been marked as
exhibit AR by 2 नहीं संख्या रे ब्रैकेट रहिबो ने संख्या रे
you have accepted it as valid
the nomination has been accepted maybe as valid as there is no substantial defect তারপর লিখন্তু AR exhibit DR না না AR না এটা মার্ক হয়ে যাই কারণ বর্তমান এই খালি AR by objection yes all right কোটা আগুর ହେଇଥିଲା all right
একটা উইদাউট অবজেকশন ହେଇଥିଲା
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে AR1 and AR by 2 कर दियो
দুটা অবজেকশন ହେଇନଥିଲା মাইনর সেତେବେଳେ
ও সেତେବେଳେ ହେଇନଥିଲା ଛାଡ ଦो তাহলে AR by 1 is marked with objection on the ground that সেটা হচ্ছে on the ground that this document कर दो কারণ কি গোটে particular document this document is हाँ
you have accepted it as a
sir সেটা রই স্যার
তারপরে this is the nomination paper of Sriram Pandey serial number 24 LA
paragraph 49 হবো বোধহয় हाँ 49 হবো
श्रीराम पांडे
spelling ঠিক দেখুন তো
লাগিব हाँ श्रीराम লাগিব पांडे marked as already which has been already marked as exhibit AS exhibit AS the nomination paper in form 2B
yes by
Roman 1
italic I
my decision has been marked हो AS by 2
AS by 2
मतलब सेटा मार्क हो जाएगी
जी जी हाँ AS by 2 तो
as valid
nomination has been as खाली लिख दियो 8 AS by 1. AS by Roman 1 is marked with objection. All right, next.
Sriram Pandera.
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଯୋଉଟା exhibit A strike ହେଲା ଏବେ ତାଙ୍କ nomination form 2B ତାକୁ ପଚାରନ୍ତୁ।
This is a downloaded and typed form.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
अच्छा सही लिखो
exhibit
AS by Roman
that is the
Italic I.
form 2B
that is nomination paper
in form 2B
in form to be
is a downloaded and typed form.
is a downloaded and
That-
no
and
that typed copy
Accepted as valid server.
sir अच्छी sir ऊपर line में रही the nomination has been accepted by me as valid and there is no substantial yes
good valid ଅଛି sir ମୁଁ ଦେଖି ଦଉଛି 1 minute by ହଁ ସେଟା ହେଇଯାଇଛି accepted ଟା AS by 2 ଅଛି
हाँ सेटा लिखा ला परा बोले S by 2 by लिखा ला हाँ ठीक है
अच्छा श्रीराम पांडेकर
next
next set होची serial number 25 already marked as exhibit 80.
कौन सर माने तांकर आउ गोटे सेट अछि अच्छा ठीक है
the second set କରିଦେଲା ହବ
अच्छा ताले सही पैराग्राफ रे थाउ से माने आउ अन्य गोटे न पैराग्राफ करी इनि से 49 न सब पैराग्राफ कर दियो
हां चलियो
50 टा काटी दियो हां लिखि दियो दिस इज द सेकंड सेट ऑफ
serial number 25.
sir second set of nomination paper of the candidate namely Shriram Pandey eta mark हे जाई जाबो 80 करंदो
nomination paper in form
2B which is available under
Sir.
exhibit 80 is marked as 80 by I.
sir
with objection
हां सेटा लास्ट को लिखा हो ऑब्जेक्शन सेटा
मार्क कर देना
हां हां नहीं सही गोटा तो ऑब्जेक्शन हो जाओ माय डिसीजन अपीयरिंग सेटा केते हो 80 by 2
नहीं सेटा रहइबो टिके एटा डाउनलोडेड टाइप फाइल
सर सेटा रहुजी हां नहीं मु लिखिली या my decision appearing on so and so has been marked as 80 by 2 nomination paper has been accepted by me as valid as there is so and so tapare 80 by 80 by 2
like
80 by 1 80 by 1 that is the nomination paper in form to be is a downloaded and typed copy it have 80 by Roman 1 ta is marked with objection all right ठीक
exhibit 2 टा 80 by 2 टा सर
sir 80 by 2 लिखा ला पर
already substance there is no substance
sir लिखा है sir
हां sorry तापरे paragraph 50 after presentation of the nomination paper either by the candidate or by his proposer you are required under law to serially number each nomination paper on the body of the nomination paper with date and exact time at which it was received. The nomination paper received by you shall be serially numbered as number LA year arrow से गोटे गोटे देखातु ताको अपन देखैले से
जोटी जोटी दरकार होची जानतु माने जोटी डॉक्यूमेंट वेरिफिकेशन करिया जनरल क्वेश्चन गुडा को छाड़ दियो से सब
हां
सेटा कर दो
nomination presentation सरी गला
आज्ञा तापर आपन का काम कोन सर
आपण कोन काम एवं सेटा आपण एचबीआर देखि
आपण टिके पटको आसुन
हां सिमु सही आपसे तांको ब्लॉक करछि तो से दैट इज द मेन रीजन सी तांको ब्लॉक होछि सेथि पई असंतुष्ट के न नहीं सी देखि पारना दिसो से
serial number of nomination
No,
paper.
no. ଆପଣଙ୍କର next question ହଉଛି document ଯେ ଏ ସବୁ
What is
nomination
your
paper
duty of the returning officer?
ଆପଣ ପାଇଗଲେ ତାପରେ କଣ କରିବେ କହିଯାଆନ୍ତୁ।
After presentation of nomination paper either by the candidate or by his proposer, you are required under law to serially number each nomination paper on the body of the nomination paper with the date and exact time at which it was received.
Yes, yes.
Mark kale eta.
sir ଡାକି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
The nomination paper
after
presentation of nomination paper either by the candidate
reports कर दिया
or by his proposer you are required under
No,
law.
I am required. आज रिटर्निंग ऑफिसर कर दूं आज रिटर्निंग ऑफिसर आई एम रिक्वायर्ड कर आज रिटर्निंग ऑफिसर आई एम रिक्वायर्ड अंडर लॉ सर पढ़ो
To serially number each nomination paper
sir
on the body of the nomination paper with date and exact time at which it was received.
Yes.
on the body nothing on the first page of the paper.
कौन है
First page of the
on the first page all right sir next question
The nomination paper received by you shall be serially numbered as number/LA/year
bracket ରେ ରଖନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ stroke ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ନମ୍ବରଟା bracket ରଖନ୍ତୁ capital N କରିଦେଲେ better ହବ ଯେ ଅଛି ବଳିରେ ତାପରେ
/LA
slash ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ LA ତାପରେ slash पर
year
year ଟା bracket ରେ ରହିବ
/arrow.
no what is the full form of LA
Legislative Assembly.
Legislative Assembly.
all right
This provision has been prescribed in the HBRO Exhibit 38 under Chapter 5 Nomination.
prescribed in the handbook for returning officer
देखिए
ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି sir
देखो हाँ पहले टाइप हो
आगे
returning officer
बाहर करिए देखता हूँ
Exhibit 38
हेल्प करूँ तो तांको बाहर करिए
ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି ମାଇଲର
ठीक है
Exhibit 38 under its chapter
5
ସଂଖ୍ୟାରେ ପାଆନ୍ତି
Nomination
ନାଟା ହଉଛି nomination
clause 5.10.4 at page 74.
आगे
Subparagraph. After endorsing serial number on each nomination paper, you are required under law to advise the candidate to take oath or affirmation.
ଆପଣ 5.17 କୁ ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ available at page 85 ହଜରକୁ କହିଥାଏ
ଆପଣ ହଁ ମାରିଲା ପରେ ଟାଇପ ହବ ତାର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ ପୁଟ୍ କରିବେ ଆପଣ ବହି ଯେ ଦେଇ
As required to be subscribed by the candidate under Article 173A of the Constitution of India.
ଗୋଟେ sentence
yes
ठीक है सर डाकिए
Okay. After endorsing serial number on each nomination paper, you are required under law.
as returning officer I am required under law
Yes.
as returning officer
I am required under law to advise the candidate to take oath or affirmation immediately after presenting his nomination paper.
ଏଇଟା ସାର୍ କେତେ ନମ୍ବର ସିରିୟଲ ଅଛି
ଆପଣ ମାଇଲର ଦେଖିବେ 5.17
17.5.
अच्छा सर कंटिन्यू କରନ୍ତୁ
immediately
ଏ ବହିର କେତେ ନମ୍ବର ପେଜ ରେ ଅଛି
ମାଇଲର 86 ନମ୍ବର
86
85 to
ଆରମ୍ଭ
87
ହେଇଛି 85 ରୁ 87 ଅଛି relevant paragraph ଦେଖିବେ clause ଟା 5.17.5
अच्छा हाँ इधर पढ़ा कौन सा
अच्छा
sorry in sentence sir. I
সেটা
am
লেখিলে
required
তো
not to advise the candidate to take oath or affirmation immediately after presenting his nomination paper
and in any case not later than the day previous to the date of school.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
And you have meticulously abided by the above requirement of law.
yes
I have meticulously avoided
followed
but I have meticulously followed this provision.
my lord, this sentence may be put in first paragraph
I have meticulously followed this provision. Eta you want it ei jo ago guda madhya semti follow
ଯେମିତି serial number ଟା କଲେ ସେଇଟା
Alright.
ବୋଧେ ଆପଣ meticulously follow କରୁଛନ୍ତି
ସେଟା କରି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଯୋଉ
ସେଇଟା ଅଛି।
ହଁ ସେଇଠି ଠିକ ଅଛି ହଁ ସେଇ
ଲାଷ୍ଟ କରୁ just one.
ହଁ
The
next
oath or affirmation for election to state legislature is required to be subscribed by the candidate under Article 173 small a of the Constitution of India.
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ 5.17.1 ନେଲେ
ଆଜ୍ଞା 173
Article 84 A ହଉଛି for parliamentary elections, 173 A ହଉଛି for legislative assembly.
ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ ସଫା
So,
ସଫା
Amar bhi got an objection note because we have never pleaded that there was any irregularity in the making of oath or filing his this thing, putting serial number. We have not raised any issues to that effect. And these are all statutory.
We are showing was everything was done meticulously as per law.
all right
So that is for the court to examine on the issues we have raised.
Yes, we put it before the court.
unless questions are put how can I look
How can the
It
court?
has already the A has been marked as an
it's
exhibit.
all
So
right.
the entire
that word
document
that
is there.
each word that has been used here has something to be
Legal relevance.
yes sir pachan
Mind. The oath ସେଟା 173 ଏଟା ଗଲା
nahi sir ଯାଇନି
ସେଇ sentence ଲଗେଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ସେଇ ସଫାରେ ଚାଲୁ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ସଫାରେ
the oath or affirmation for
That-
election
the oath or the oath and affirmation sir ডাকুন আপন
the oath or affirmation for election to state legislature is required to be subscribed by the candidate under Article 173 within bracket small a of the Constitution of India.
এটা 73 এটা না গ্যাপটা পূরণ করো next
This is required to be followed by you under in the handbook of returning officer chapter 5 nomination clause 5.17 page 85 to 87
ଆଜ୍ଞା
clearly
exhibit 38
prescribed now this
5.70
17
छोटा काटी दियନ୍ତୁ ଆଉ ଥରେ question page 85 to 87
85 ରୁ 87 ଠିକ ଅଛି
38 କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
ହଁ pages ଠିକ ଅଛି ଏଇ ତ ମାର୍କ ହେଇଛି exhibit 38
ସେଇ କଥା କହିବି
I have meticulously followed this provision
ନା ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ
ଅଛି।
ରଖିକିରି
ଆଚ୍ଛା
meticulous.
ଠିକ
The most relevant clauses are 5.17.1
ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ the most relevant clauses are 5.17.1
1, 5.17.2
ଆଜ୍ଞା
5.17.4
4
5.17.5 5.17.6 and 5.17.8 and 1. It's correct.
Lordship, they are not asking him what are the relevant clauses. They are themselves dictating what are the relevant clauses.
Showing.
No, ଆପଣ ପଚାରିବେ what are the relevant
holding
clauses.
the book.
He is
there.
holding
He's
the book.
holding.
No, ଆପଣ ପଚାରିବେ ନା ଆଉ।
So he should say what are the relevant.
No. When they as a defense lawyer, they have a right to put leading questions.
Certainly, my lord.
So when he are putting leading questions, he is answering yes. So the court is to, unless it is irrelevant, the court has to record.
My lord, he just reading the article. He's
whether
holding,
he knows or not, Mr. Agrawal,
what is article 173?
Mr. Agrawal, he is holding the book and his
book already has been marked exhibit.
It's all right.
Book has already been marked exhibit.
Because entire book I cannot read. When there will be argument.
Part 5 nomination chapter has been marked exhibit.
It's all.
That chapter has been marked exhibit, my lord.
All right, sir. Please carry on.
You have as a returning officer, you have meticulously followed these provisions.
Yes.
Of the HBR.
Yes, these provisions.
After subscribing oath by the candidate, you are required under law to make preliminary examination of nomination paper and its accompanying documents, then and there, from technical standpoint.
Again. 5.11.
Which paragraph?
5.11.
33 subsection 4 ta dekhantu paragraph 5.11 which is available 5.11.1 which is available
75
data dekhantu provision of plot apun dekhuchi 33 dekhantu section 33(4) eta ku padhantu धीरे धीरे पढ़ंतु कारण lawyer is objecting
5.11.1
my lord. Five point 11.1 coupled with 5.13. 5.13 my lord is available at page 81.
33.4 ta dekhe
देखो सर धीरे धीरे देखो तो से कौन because the law is objecting.
Again.
तापर देखंतु 5.11 टा देखंतु at page 75 5.11.1 टा पढ़ंतु सर
Preliminary exemption correct.
then 5.15 13 पढ़ंतु page 81 रे
13 पे उड़ा सेपरेट क्वेश्चन कर देबे एटा भी जाई
एटा कपुलेट my lord मिसिक उड़ा अपोजिट स्कीम
अच्छा ठीक अछि 5.13 टा देखो
आगे
5.13 टा
Discrepancies and errors in
that is 5.13.1 5.13.2 and 5.13.3 तीनटा
तो clause अछि
ए तीनटा अनुसार on presentation अनुसार अपन टेक्निकल स्टैंड पॉइंट रे भेरी preliminary examination करियो बोली सारकर क्वेश्चन
yes
अपन जा कहिबे उत्तर सर
as a returning officer you have meticulously followed it.
yes
I have meticulously followed the provisions under section 33 bracket 4 of RP Act 1951 read with the provisions prescribed in the handbook for returning officer bracket exhibit 38
under its chapter 5
comma nomination clause
5.11.1 and clause 5.13 अबे 5.11.1 तक हम पेज 75 ब्रैकेट कर देंगे हम सुविधा हो पड़े
पेज 75 कर देंगे
5.13 का होती पेज 81 and 82
I have meticulously followed, sir.
Again. After preliminary examination of a nomination paper As a returning officer, you are required under law to prepare and maintain the checklist of documents in connection with filing of nomination in respect of each candidate, and the said checklist should be prepared in original and duplicate. The
76 को जान
The format of checklist is available in Exhibit 38 at its page 76 and 77.
ठीक है सर डाकिए
After preliminary examination of nomination, examination of nomination,
on technical
ये ऊपर
standpoint.
उठाना और आपको
On the technical standpoint, sir.
हाँ.
On the technical standpoint, comma,
As a returning officer,
I prepare
prepare the checklist of documents
documents
Hmm.
in connection with filing of nomination in original as well as in
with
duplicate.
respect to each candidate.
I have prepared.
अच्छा I have prepared कर दूँ I prepare not लेकिन I have prepared कर दूँ I have prepared the checklist of documents in connection with filing of nomination of each candidate of each candidate of each candidate
For each set of nomination. प्रत्येक set पे अपन को to be for each set of nomination.
in original as well as in duplicate.
In original as well as in duplicate.
Stop दे दें सर तब next question.
The format of checklist.
The format of checklist is available
under clause 5.11.2
in the handbook
in exhibit 38 कर दें सब
in exhibit 38
हाँ
available.
The format of checklist is available
under clause in the handbook 38 under chapter 5 nomination clause 5.11.2 has page 76 and 77.
76 and 77.
ठीक है. The original checklist is to be kept with the nomination paper, and the duplicate checklist is to be handed over to the candidate.
Yes.
সেটা স্যার কোড লেখা আছে
checklist উপরে
original duplicate আছে page 76 দেখুন my lord. Original
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা বুঝলাম হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে দেখুন the original checklist
is to be kept with the nomination paper of the concerned candidate, whereas the duplicate of that checklist is to be handed over
to the candidate.
To that candidate.
Yes sir. Next.
এই যেତେବେଳେ ଚେକଲିଷ୍ଟଟା ଦେବେ କାହାକୁ କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟକୁ along with the checklist you are also required to hand over your decision in part 6 of form 2b for receipt of nomination paper and notice of scrutiny.
সেটা available 38/3 রে 38/3 ଆପଣ ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଇଛି 357 ପେଜରୁ ସରିଛି 362 ନମ୍ବର ପେଜ
ଟିକେ ଟିକେ ରୁହନ୍ତୁ
362 ନମ୍ବର ପେଜଟା ରିଲେଭେଣ୍ଟ
ହଁ ଆସିଲା ସେଟା ମାର୍କ ହେଇଛି ତ 38/3 ହଁ
এই ଯୋଉ part 6 ଟା ଆପଣ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି
decision of returning officer
this is part 5 sir
received for nomination paper and notice of scrutiny
bracket ରେ କଣ ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ
to be handed over to the person presenting the nomination.
ଆପଣ ସେଟା ଚିରିକିରି ବା ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ସେମିତି ତିଆରି କରିକିରି ଦେବେ candidate.
This is the second document. Third document କଣ ଦେବେ?
ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ sir.
sir ଡାକି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ
along with the checklist as the returning officer I have handed over the part 6 BI of form 2B to the candidate which is the receipt for nomination paper and notice of scrutiny.
नहीं ठीक है जी, ठीक है, मुझे
This
पूछो।
notice of scrutiny mentioning therein the serial number of nomination paper, the name of the candidate,
Date and
and
time.
what
Date and time.
and at what date and time I received the nomination paper. Further intimating
Date, time and place.
nomination paper पर comma कर दो. Further intimating therein the date, time and place
Fixed for.
Scrutiny of
Scrutiny.
nomination papers or scrutiny of all nomination papers.
Sir, next.
In compliance with the provisions of law prescribed under section
in
35.
compliance.
Law prescribed under section 35. Section 35 second sir in the code of law. Section 35. Notice of nomination and the time and place of their scrutiny. 35 ର heading ଅଛି ପଢି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ପଢି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ second 8 ହଉଛି as soon as they are fixed for date of
the process for scrutiny ultimate
ସେଟା handbook ର ଇଏ 38 ର relevant ଏଟା ଦେଖାନ୍ତୁ।
Section 35 of the RP Act 1951 read with handbook ର 5.19 ନା sir?
ହଁ 5.15 82
page A 5.15 ଟା ପଢନ୍ତୁ receipt and notice of scrutiny and allotment of symbols ରେ ରହିଛି read with ପଢନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟା କହିବି
a printed form of receipt for nomination paper and a notice to the candidate about the date and time for scrutiny has been incorporated at the last part of the nomination paper. Fill this in, detach the part from the body of the nomination paper, hand it over then and there to the person presenting the nomination paper.
Second ଟା ପଢନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ବି ନଚିକି ଦେବେ 5.15.2 ରେ କୁହାଯାଇଛି the returning officer should also hand over a written notice at this stage indicating therein the place, date and time allotted of the sample. ଏବଂ ତାର second lines ଅଛି 5.15.1 ର last sentence.
Returning officer can also issue separate receipt and notice in the
separate ନଚିକି ଦେଇକି ବି ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ separate issue କରିପାରିବେ. Read with the
Certain.
ସେଇଟା ତ provision ଟା
clause 5.15 of chapter 5 nomination of exhibit 38.
This is the second document. Third document we have ଗୋଟେ ଆପଣ ଦେବେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ along with the checklist and part 6 of form 2B duly filled up by you as a returning officer, you are also required to hand over the certificate for the receipt of oath.
That's the number page. 87
ଆଜ୍ଞା
plus ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ 5.17.9
just a minute.
5.17.9 page 87 minor.
The authorized person will further give a certificate to the one that he has made and certified the oath before him. Now the certificate will be given to the okay.
ଏ ପ୍ରୋଭିଜନ ଗୁଡାକ ଏମିତି ସେଟଅପ୍ କରାହେଇଛି କୌଣସି ଜାଗାରେ ଚାହିଁଲେ ବି ଗୋଟେ ରିଟର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ଅଫିସର ସ୍କିପ୍ କରିପାରିବନି।
So a question ଟା ଠିକ ତ? ସେଟା କି
along with your checklist
along with checklist,
Checklist.
duplicate checklist.
Duplicate checklist. And part 6 of Form 2B
checklist वगैरह common है. And part 6 of Form 2B
duly filled up by you
by me, comma, as a returning officer,
you also handed over
I have also handed over the
certificate for receipt of oath,
again
certifying therein that the candidate had subscribed oath and affirmation as required
under article
as required by the Constitution.
Required under article required under article 173A, 73A, small a capital of the Constitution.
Before you at your office
before me,
for me, at
my office,
mentioning the date and time of taking oath.
Again. ଏଇଟା ଚିରିକି ଆପଣ ଦିଅନ୍ତି ଯୋଉଟା ପେଜ 300 and the format of selection, the format of the form of oath or affirmation is available in exhibit 38 at page 384. ପୁରଟା ଆପଣ ରଖିବେ ଏଇ ତଳଟା ଚିରିକି ଦେବେ to be handed over to the candidate by the authorized person. ଆପଣ authorized person
ଏଇ ଇନଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ସନ ଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ HBR ରେ exhibit 38 ରେ clause 5.17.9 at page 87 ଦିଆଯାଇଛି. And you have meticulously followed it. 5.17.9 page 87.
Okay. This instruction has been given as per clause 5.17.9 in exhibit 38.
under chapter 5.
सेटा सबुटी से था exhibit 30 in exhibit 38 at page 87 at page which I have meticulously followed.
My lord, I will request your lordship to close here. Because I am not ଏତିକିରେ ରଖନ୍ତୁ ତ କାଲି ଛାଡି ପରଦିନ ପୁଣି ଅଛି
Okay. Certificate.
I have meticulously followed this.
Same.
This followed this
which I
taken.
Okay, out of queue electricity. Question quote to quote one. What is the date of scrutiny of this nomination paper?
5th April 2019.
Nomination papers of all the candidates. What is the date of scrutiny of nomination papers of all the candidates? Answer होची
5th April 5/4 दिया जाओ
5th April 2019. Acha. Do you fix a time for scrutiny?
Yes, sir.
In this case, what is the time? ତାଙ୍କୁ ଆପଣ ଜଣାଉଥିଲେ ନା ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ସେ ଲେଖୁଥିଲେ ଯୋଉ ଏଇ ସମୟରେ ସ୍କ୍ରୁଟିନି ହବ ବୋଲି ଏବଂ ସେଟା କୋଉ ସମୟ ଏବଂ ସେଟା କେତେ ସମୟ ଧରି ଚାଲିବ? did you lekhandu did you fix
nomination paper
gote nomination paper did you did you fix did you fix any time
11 start
खाली सही पार्ट दियंता did ए जो scrutiny जोटा did you fix any time for scrutiny and in this case what is the time and up to which time comma it was it continued आपण ए क्वेश्चन अनुଯାयी आपण को एतिकी आंसर दबा पड़ियो आपण टाइम फिक्स अप करथिले कि नाही जदि फिक्स अप करथिले से समयटा कोन एवं को समय पर्यंत आपनकर से दिन स्क्रूटिनी कंटिन्यू कला एतिकी मते
नोटिस ता देखो
टाइम लिखा इति बता दे स्क्रूटिनी
11 AM
अच्छा दी yes लिखूंगा yes I fixed the time for scrutiny of all the nomination paper at 11 AM को जगह रे कौन
till completion of the
हने को जगह रे
office of the sub collector
at the office of the sub collector এবং এটা केते बेला पर्यंत कंटिन्यू कला से दिन आपन कर
exact time মানে till completion of the entire set of nominations
कि आपण निजे करथिले परा आपण मन पकी पाना केते बेला पर्यंत कंटिन्यू कला 4टा बेला सरी गला 2टा बेला सरी गला 3टा बेला सरी गला आपण 11टा रे आरंभ करले हां and accordingly I say 11टा रे आरंभ करले ना परे आरंभ करले and accordingly I started it at 11 AM केते बेला पर्यंत आपण कंटिन्यू
exact time ta
नहीं आपण गोटे अप्रोक्सीमेटली कोंतु माने संध्या ही आइथिला
नहीं संध्या नहीं within afternoon it has been completed
and by afternoon comma it has been completed stop next question ए जो प्रत्येक नॉमिनेशन पेपर जेते बेले स्क्रूटिनी होउथिला सेते बेले से कंसर्न कैंडिडेट रहउथिला ना समस्त कैंडिडेट कर प्रेजेंस रे आपण स्क्रूटिनी
समस्त presence all presence of
whether at the time of scrutiny of the nomination paper of one candidate comma the said candidate or all the candidates public proposers proposers na representative
proposers to representatives
proposer I would stroke the representatives were allowed to remain present this is the question answer is
yes
yes at the time of scrutiny all the say pura nayasun we are allowed to remain candidates so and so say all to nayasun से दिन आपण केतेटा सेट रो टोटल नॉमिनेशन पेपर स्क्रूटिनी कले नॉट अन
not a set nice it's not on candidate set 10 जन candidate set टी देखि
नहीं आपण मुसिया कहूची कैंडिडेट हेले केते
candidate के
9 ना 10
10 11 जन candidate 11 जन हां 11 जन candidate
11 जन कैंडिडेट कर थिला एवं टोटल सेट केते थिला आपनकर 4 होची एमानकर 4 8 आ श्रीराम पांडे फाइल करथले 2 आपण जहां एविडेंस आनी थोइले सो 8 2 10 तो ये हां सर सेमान आउ समस्त गोटे गोटे परा
ये जोटा एग्जिबिट हेची
Sir, ଏଇ ତିନି ଜଣଙ୍କର ହେଲା 10ଟା ସେଟ୍ ନୋମିନେସନ ପେପର। ଆପଣଙ୍କର ୟାର ହଉଛି ଦେବାଶିଷ ସାମନ୍ତରାୟଙ୍କର 4ଟା, ମୋକିମଙ୍କର 4ଟା,
ବିଜେପିର 4ଟା,
ବିଜେପିର 4ଟା। ଆଚ୍ଛା, ବିଜେପିର 4ଟା, 4 4 4 ଆଉ ୟାର ହଉଛି ପାଣ୍ଡେର ହେଲେ 2,
ପାଣ୍ଡେ 2,
ବାକି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ।
ଦେଖିବି
ସେଟା ଫର୍ମ ସି ରେ ମାଇନର ମିଳିବ, ସେଟା ଏକ୍ଜିବିଟ ଏଏଚ ରୁ ମାର୍କ ହେଇକି ଏକ୍ଜିବିଟ ଏଏଲ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ।
ଆଚ୍ଛା, how many question ହଉଛି how many sets of nomination papers, comma, you scrutinized on that day? Question mark. ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଆନ୍ସର କଣ ଆପଣ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ।
पर्टिकुलर मु दीटार करूथली माय लॉर्डशिप, दीटा कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी रे मु रिटर्निंग अफसर थिली। सम स्क्रूटिनी गोटे दिन रे निया हितला एवं सेइथरे एक खाली पर्टिकुलर जो इलेक्शन इन क्वेश्चन।
अच्छा, अपार्ट फ्रॉम कटक 90 कटक बारावाटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी,
90 बारावाटी कटक,
अच्छा 90 बारावाटी comma, you are also the returning officer
of Chaudhar Katak
comma,
Assembly constituency,
assembly ground. I was also the returning officer of Chaudhar 91 Chaudhar Katak Assembly constituency. এবং তার মধ্যে সেই দিন হি স্ক্রুটিনি হয়েছিল। And on that day also the scrutiny of the nomination papers of all the candidates of 91 Baravati so was held. Stop. ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ next question होची, ଆପଣ एकुटिया स्क्रूटिनी करूथिले ना आपनको असिस्ट करिया पई गोटे टीम केही थिले?
असिस्ट करूथले मते मु किंतु मोर डायरेक्शन और सुपरविजन रे दे आर असिस्टिंग माय टीम ऑफ ऑफिसर।
Whether you were alone scrutinizing all the nomination papers filed for these two constituencies, or anybody else was assisting you? Answer. A team of officers were assisting me under your supervision,
direct supervision, and
under my direct supervision. Next question. E 90 Baravati, we are concerned with now 90 Katak. 90 Baravati constitution ने जितको कैंडिडेट माने ये हेले आपण तो पहले समस्त प्रेजेंस रे हेले कौनसी कैंडिडेट रो नॉमिनेशन पेपर रे किसी डिफेक्ट किसी ओमिशन एमती अछि बेली आपण को से दिन पॉइंट आउट हेतिला?
नो,
कौनसी कैंडिडेट मु कोइ से जे कोनसी दल? अच्छा, whether there was any objection
or defect
or defect pointed out to you during the scrutiny of nomination papers of the candidates
in form to be my lord कर देन बेटा।
in
in form to be,
अच्छा, in form to be good, in No. Candidate informed to be of the candidates by anybody, whether there was any objection or defect pointed out to you during whether any objection whether any objection or defect was pointed out to you during the scrutiny of nomination paper informed to be of the candidates by anybody, ? Nobody has pointed out any defect. Nobody has pointed out any objection. Nobody has raised any objection. Nobody has raised any objection or pointed out any defect.
Any defect or discrepancies?
Or discrepancy in respect of any candidate during the scrutiny of nomination paper informed to be बस सेटिक हो गया सेट फॉर्म टू अच्छा तो
before me nobody has
पहले बड़ा नो यूजर बिफोर सो एंड सो बिफोर मी कर बिफोर मी
in respect of before me in respect to
बिफोर मी कर अच्छा तो विभिन्न कैंडिडेट करो आपणकर वेरीफाई कले समस्त प्रेजेंस से वेरीफाई कले किछि केही ऑब्जेक्शन कलेनी तो ऑब्जेक्शन कलेनी बेली आपण पास कले ना स्क्रूटिनी कले एवं केही ऑब्जेक्शन कलेनी बेली सब गुडाक आपण जोडाक फाइनल करिवा कथा जा आपणकर डिसीजन दबा कथा स्क्रूटिनी पर देले स्क्रूटिनी कले एवं केवल ऑब्जेक्शन रेज हलानी बेली डिसीजन देले ना नहीं स्क्रूटिनी करी कि नहीं देले whether after scrutinizing the nomination papers of all the candidates आपण कोन सिलेक्टेड कॉलेज जोडा को वैलिड
सब सेटअप नॉमिनेशन को स्क्रूटिनी पर इट हैज बीन वैलिड करा बोली वैलिड रहला कि गुड
whether after scrutinizing the nomination papers of all the candidates you declared which sets of nomination papers are valid or merely because no objections were raised by anybody. No objection was raised by anybody, you declared the nomination papers to be valid. Outre padhantu question mark diyantu. Whether after scrutinizing the nomination papers of all the candidates you declared upare which sets of the nomination papers are valid or merely because no objection was raised by anybody you declared the nomination papers to be valid.
After scrutinization as mandated by law.
After scrutinizing all the nomination paper in accordance with law, I gave my decisions as to which sets of nomination papers of the candidates oblique candidates कर दियंतु एमती कर are valid we are valid ए जो आपण valid एगुडाक सब एई माने ताधिरे ता माने valid candidates रहिले बेली आपनकर डिक्लेरेशन सेही दिन ही हिता है ना ता पर दिन अच्छा when did you declare the valid candidates? List of when did you declare the list of
validly nominated candidate
use term validly nominated candidate after scrutiny. Answer, on the same day, that is on कित तारीख है सर सेटा?
5 April.
Okay.
Consolidated the list of validly nominated candidate करो मतलब list of the section of this.
सेटा
List of validly nominated candidate करो detailed list मध्ये थोड़ा publish करा जाए.
अच्छा, and there I on the same day stop कर दियंतु. I also published कहि दियंतु.
The list of validly nominated candidates.
हाँ, list of I also published कर दियंतु. ED उठा लगी दियंतु. The list of validly nominated candidates
in form 4.
In form 4.
Page कहियो कि
sir
page आरोप को कहियो कि written
हाँ कोई नहीं.
47
which is which was कर दियंतु. which अच्छा which is as per कर लच्छो भला हो. which is as per
list of validly nominated in form which is as per the prescribed format in page 347.
As per the prescribed format.
347 of returning handbook of returning officer.
For the prescribed format. At case 347 of exhibit 38.
Okay.
So, sir, we'll take up this matter on 12th at 2 o'clock. Baki exhibit पूरा mark